Our first reading today is a tipping point in the Old Testament. Up to this point, as Israel has entered the Promised Land, they have been ruled by judges. But the people of Israel look around at the other nations around them and say, we don't want judges anymore ruling over us. We want a king like everybody else. We want to be just like everybody else. And what's interesting is they go to the prophet Samuel and say, we want a king. And so Samuel turns to God, and God, with this sort of love that we find in the story of the prodigal son, that sort of fatherly love that gives to a son even though they're going to mess up, God says, give to the people what they want. And he says a very interesting line. It's not you they're rejecting, Samuel. It's me they're rejecting as their king. They already have a king. It's God. And yet they want to put another person in the place of God. And this reading points to an eternal question. Do we long to conform God to us or conform ourselves to God? Do we want to conform Christ to us or conform our lives to Christ? And it's a question that we see playing out all around us in the cultural wars, right? We can sort of have this paradigm of the way in which I see the world. Maybe that's political, or I have a certain way of seeing the world. And I'm going to choose those things of faith that support this way I already have of seeing the world. Or instead, do we conform our lives to Christ and let him determine everything? Do we choose that he is king, that helps change and help us understand what we believe about the world around us? Do we conform our lives to him? St. Paul says in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that we might know what is God's will. So today, as you go about your day, may you look be aware of the ways in which you are being called to conform your life to Christ and to make him king of all you do today.